So it's gone past 12, night time, and I am shattered. So I'm really looking forward to going to bed soon with my spicy book, The Amish Way, which after a page or two of this, I'll be sleeping like a baby. Anyway, I've got some beautiful paintings to show you. So I think this place, well, it's definitely in England, maybe in the county of Norfolk or Suffolk. I'm not sure, but it's like an estuary. Estuary. It's difficult for me to say that, I think. Called, but is it an estuary? Oh, but maybe. I think it's called Morston or Marston. Anyway, I did some small paintings of it, and I'm quite happy with them. I think they're quite nice. So this is just me playing around. So I've got one on the back that's not so good. I'm not showing you that one. See, I do have my pride. A bit of pride. Nothing on the back of this. I quite like that one. So yeah, just playing around with the sky and doing slightly different views, although they all do look a bit similar. Yeah, I think there's something of a mood in each one of them. I think my lighting's quite nice. I did find it very difficult painting boats, actually. Haven't done it for a long time or for a while, and it was a real challenge. So this one is a bit dramatic. I really like this one with the boat going along the river, whatever it is, and the man in the boat holding the rudder. It's quite nice. I really love the bank here. I think that looks very beautiful. And the colours are nice. The colours are really nice. There's something really nice about that. And what I'm really happy about is it's painted on quite cheap paper. So it's lovely, cheap watercolor paper. So it's lovely when you get a good picture on quite cheap paper. I think this is nice. I like some of the surface textures. They look really, really beautiful. Nice variations of colour here, brown, blue, purple, a little bit of like, what do you call it, like splatter or spray, whatever. Looks nice. I like this kind of stuff a lot. And the clouds are quite beautiful, quite dramatic. Constable would be happy with me. Well, probably not. It would be nice if he was. Another dramatic sky. Yeah. Something very, very beautiful about this place, and I will come back to this subject and paint it again. That's normally what I do. A year, 2, maybe 3 years later. I love this. This is painted on better paper. And I love this soft sky, the warm oranges, the cool blues. It's very, very beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. And then this is one that I liked, and I decided to have another go. So I think that looks nice. That's on quite cheap paper. Then I had another go on more expensive paper, and this is framed. Just a simple A4 frame, and it looks nice, doesn't it? Looks really nice. So I'm going to have a go at selling these soon. Yeah. So I think pretty good. And I'm working on my next subject, so I'm a bit embarrassed to show you this because it's not really working yet. Have I got a good one? Here's one. So this is a church in Orkney, Oh, well, on the island of Orkney. I think that's how you pronounce it, Scotland. So my auntie went there and she got a photo and sent it to me of this little church here. And I've just been playing around with this subject, creating different little versions. Most of these will get thrown away. This is another one. This one's a bit, yeah, this is just the beginning stage, yeah, the messing around with colours and having fun. That's quite nice though, isn't it? I like that feeling there, him walking through that field, and that sky's quite nice. Yeah. So it's really nice when you get a little gem like that and it works. Okay, so that's everything about the painting over with. So if that's what you came for, then good time to switch off now. But what I will talk about is the rest of my day today, and just, you know, the trials and tribulations of a landscape watercolor artist. Sounds really grand, right? But today has been a bit of a nightmare because I built a computer, which is quite impressive because I'm not a tech person. I'm not a nerd person. I'm just very much in the middle, very much average. So that was a nightmare. But then the next nightmare was, and I did this Linux thing. Oh my goodness. I should have just gone with Windows 11, but Windows 11 really irritates me, just really irritates me. But anyway, I decided to try Linux, and it is a nightmare. So first of all, I tried to get it to connect to my printer and I couldn't. And then I tried to get this video editing app to work called DaVinci Resolve, and I did all this stuff and in this thing called Terminal. Terminal, yeah, it's terminal for me, that place. It's where my life ends, and it was like falling down a black hole. I just kept trying and trying, and I almost got there. Like the thing was, it appeared and it was working and it installed after doing all these things called loading dependencies. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. I've got no idea what I'm doing. It's, well, a little bit I understand, a little bit, but I had to install all kinds of things, and it was just a nightmare. I was copying this thing that a man did on YouTube, and just there were bits where he just sort of moved on too quick so that you couldn't really understand, or how can I put it? I had to repeat the video like several times to understand what he did. And there was one command that I typed in, and it was something like ls-la, which gives you a long list. Yeah, maybe this is just, you know, maybe you've fallen asleep. I feel like falling asleep at this point. But anyway, it didn't work. I was like, oh my goodness, what do I do now? It's like being in a boat at sea all by yourself, and you lose the paddle or the sail has gone, and you're like, that's it. So anyway, I'm going to have another go tomorrow, and I decided just to put in 1 hour because it can really get me down. It can really depress me. I mean, I do have an alternative. There's another video app I can use. But the thing is, I've got to learn how to use it, and it's not simple. And, well, it might not be that difficult, but the video app I want to use, DaVinci Resolve, it does wonderful colouring to your video footage. It's really good, and I know how to do it now. But this other video app doesn't look good, but maybe I should try it. But I feel this incredible frustration. But you know, I'm just thinking to myself, I'll figure it out. Maybe something will happen. You know, it might be a band-aid. I have to use this crappy, sorry for swearing, I have to use this crappy video app that is easy to use on Linux, but we'll see. Anyway, maybe I'll talk about that tomorrow. But if that was too much for you, in the comments just say, Gareth, please don't talk about your computer problems because we really don't want to know. We really don't want to know about your misadventures with Linux. I even got a book on it. It was wild. I mean, I was reading it and it felt like I was suddenly living on another planet or in another realm, and I just couldn't kind of completely fit into that world. I was like I couldn't fit in. I was out of phase. I mean, there was just crazy stuff. It was just like, you've got a file, yeah? And what you can do is you can get that file, F1, and you can make it into file F2. And I just couldn't understand that. I just thought, well, if you've got that file anyway, why do you want to change it into file number 2? Because you've got it anyway. So why? Sorry, guys. I mean, I'm average intelligence at best, and I'm probably missing something. But if you've got the file, why do you need to, and it's file 1, why does it need to be become file 2? I don't know. And then you've got this thing where, you know, like you've got things like directories, and you can list everything, and you get this big long list, and that I don't really want to look at. And what's the point of that? And I know there's a point, but I don't know what the point is yet. Yeah, what's the point of life? Anyway, I'll show you my Linux book one day, because maybe some of you might like it, but some of you might think, Gareth, why did you buy that book? You know, do you not like yourself or something? But anyway, I'll tell you what happens later on. But anyway, this painting looks quite nice, doesn't it? I'm quite happy with this. Part of me wishes I just did painting all day. But I tried to solve my computer problems. Do you ever do that? And it was a nightmare. But, you know, I'm going to turn up tomorrow and have a go. Maybe 1 hour. What I need to do is just limit it, because if I don't, I just keep going on and on and on, and I can waste the whole day. And if I end up not achieving anything, the feeling is terrible. It's like deep depression and frustration. So yeah, I've got to limit it to about 1 hour, 90 minutes at best, and then stop there and do something like painting, which I'm pretty good at. Anyway, now I'm going to go to bed, relax, read this book, get into my spiritual phase, pray for God to help me tomorrow, even though I don't believe in Christianity whatsoever. But, you know, just use, you know, just, I don't know. I'm like, it's desperation, right? I don't think there's a God. I don't really believe in Christianity, but hey, you know, just pray, because, you know, maybe I'm desperate. I'm in the middle of the ocean without an oar, and I need a sky daddy to help me. I need some help. But anyway, I can always use that other app. Anyway, just talking about my problems. It was a bit of a ramble. I'll get back to being sober and normal. I'm tired. So wherever you are, I hope life's good. If you're struggling, then you're not the only one. You know, if you're struggling, it's not just you. There's many of us, in fact, maybe most of us. And also, maybe some people are really in a terrible place. So, you know, God bless them, yeah? And let's hope they get through it. Okay, all the best. And that was it.